One of the top questions I get from neurosurgeons or neurologists in my area when I've been with them is, what do I see a lot of? What do we see shifting in society, symptom-wise? They want to see basically the expression of life and what kind of symptoms have I seen a rise of. And one of the top ones is headaches or migraines, okay? 10 years ago, we didn't see a lot of kids having headaches or migraines. And every week now, we're getting younger and younger children. I mean, fourth grade kids coming in that are having migraine headaches. And back in the day, that was a huge red flag. It still is, as God forbid this child has a brain tumor. And I'd be referring them out to these neurologists to go get checked and make sure they'll do an MRI, etc. But more and more of these neurologists, they're referring these kids to us because they've already seen them, they've done the MRIs, and it's not coming, thank God, from a brain tumor, but it's coming from a subluxation and pressure on the brain stem. So we'll go in and take x-rays and we'll get their atlas listing. And one of the most common listings I'm finding is what's called a right atlas, which is a subluxation where the atlas shifts to the right, puts pressure on the brain stem. Now, physiologically, what's happening? I mean, is it an increase of blood pressure? Is it lack of blood flow, lack of oxygen flow? Is it a buildup of CSF fluid? Is it a decreased flow of CSF fluid? Or is it just the pressure on the brain stem adversely affecting the nerves, okay? The true answer is I really don't know. They're doing a ton of research on this now. But I do know one thing, that when we go in and take the pressure off the brain stem through the adjustment, these kids do better. I mean, we've had kids that have been having, migraine headaches for 2-3 years, and after a couple adjustments, the headaches and migraines are gone. So this has happened well over 100 times, if not 500 times in our office, because it's become so common. And the reason I think it's become so common is there's been a huge lifestyle change over 10 years between kids starting on computers a lot earlier with the forward head posture that creates pressure, with cell phones, with the forward head posture, with the cell phones, become more sedentary. They're not running around, moving, getting blood flow, oxygen, a lot more stress at home. We got two parents working, so there's a little more of a divided family environment, so the emotional stress levels have gone up. So these things have layered where we'll take x-rays of kids and they've lost their cervical curve and they've got a massive atlas subluxation where we weren't seeing that 10 years ago. And it's a pandemic. It's gone up, it's gone up, it's gone up. We got kids that are having trouble sleeping. They've got emotional problems. And their body, it's like a fire alarm going off. If your fire alarm goes off in your house, there's smoke coming from somewhere. We got to find the source of it, okay? By the grace of God with these kids, it's not a major issue like a brain tumor or something, and it's something that we could correct, which is an atlas subluxation. And the body was just basically not adapting, screaming for help, sending us a signal that there's an issue and we want to correct it. And we find it, fix it, leave it alone. And by the grace of the God, the body does the healing, right? We don't heal anybody, but the body adapts better, heals, symptoms go away, mission accomplished. Now our role in life is to check that atlas on a regular basis to make sure it's not happening over and over again, because you don't adjust an atlas and it just stays there forever. There's always going to be chemical, physical, emotional stress, and the body's going to have to adapt. And when it stops adapting, we're subluxated. Chiropractor's got to go in there and adjust it. So this is why families need to have a chiropractor on their healthcare team, set up a regimen to get your atlas checked on a regular basis so that your body can perform better.